everyone. This is Emily, Executive Director of Destiny City Film Festival, and we have the filmmakers of feature film Toprak here with us all the way from Turkey, and we are thrilled to have them here to do a Q&A about their film. I want to have them introduce themselves.
Hello, Musa. I am Sevgi Hirschhaeuser. I am a writer, director, and editor of the Toprak film. And this is my husband, Chris.
I'm the DOP of the movie, and we produced the movie together in her hometown in Turkey. Yes. We're based in München, in Germany, and we have both filmmakers there. We're doing our stuff, and it is our first project together, first feature project we did together from the ground and to the end, yeah.
Wow, it's a big task to do a feature film for your first project, I'd say. Did you think about doing a short, or did you know that this is the film that you wanted to start with?
Actually, I always wanted to make movies. I was always writing different stories. We were working different projects together. So it was our dream to make a movie together, but it never came out. I tried to make sometimes short films, but it was like with my friends, I was just trying. But at the end, I said, I want to concentrate on the story. I want to make one feature film out of it. And I was believing it will be so beautiful because we were already working with so many different projects. I just started to came out with the true life stories, real life stories. I started to concentrate on the real life stories from the family and friends around of me. I started to listen of them. I started to listen TV news. I started to read the news, and then I started to create of my story. So inspiration came by reading and learning from our modern world, from our reality world.
Mm-hmm. And so you both decided you wanted to make this film together, and you were mentioning to me before that it was you two that did everything for the film, right? I mean, you're mentioning you self-produced it. What was that like having working together and doing everything together?
Well, it was a logic solution for us because our funds were not so big. We made everything on our money, so we had to say, okay, what can we do? It was our technique. We have a kind of a nice technique. We didn't have to pay rent for that, so we chose to go where we have the best for our bucks. So we went to the hometown of her mother's family, and we had a support there. We could use the locations from some people. We asked them around which one we can use, and it is a beautiful location over there. And a lot of people helped us by building stuff, the set design here and there. And I had a friend from Germany helping us, and this whole thing came together with the production. It was not a big thing. We haven't trailers with us. We just had some cars, and maybe it's like 6, 8, 9, 10 people on the set, including the actors. So it was a really low budget project, I guess, like true independent.
Yeah, you can't tell. I mean, it's a beautiful film. Like you said, the location, it's like nowhere I've seen before. And just, with the house there in contrast with the landscape, having that as a location, probably once you saw it, you knew that's where that was perfect, right?
It was awesome there.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, when you look in the back side, you see other things you don't want to show, of course. But this is the magic of movie, I guess, to choose the right angle for that. So I think we found the right angles, and we shot in October, and it was the right dusty place because now in this kind of season it was raining a lot. It's getting green everywhere. For me, it's always confusing when I'm coming back there because I know everything is dusty there and desert, and now it's green there. It's really changing a lot.
Wow. Yeah, I had no idea. That's interesting. Yeah. It would have been a very different film if you chose a different time of year to film, right? If it was so green.
Summer. Yeah, we were shooting in the summertime, but this village town is actually from my grandparents are living in this village town, and our character Burak also lives in this village town. I know this place from my childhood.
Okay.
But of course, he's not visiting so often. We were in summertime. It was very hot. It was so interesting for him to see wintertime. It was looking completely different, everything.
I can
Actually,
imagine.
it was autumn. In summertime, it's much too hot there.
Yeah.
Because if you go in August or in July, I wouldn't stand it. I guess I'm from Germany and I like it more colder, more
Yeah.
chilly. So it's devastating. But in this time in October, it's really nice, still warm and great to work there. Yeah.
So you mentioned that the actor lives in the town, right?
Yeah.
So did you know him before you? And did you have him in mind for the film, or how did that work?
So we have like two main characters in the story. One is uncle character and one is a nephew. Uncle character comes from Istanbul, but our teenager Burak character, he is my own cousin, and he doesn't have any actor experience. He doesn't have any experience. He lives in this village town. Actually, he also had some dramatic family background that I don't want to talk right now, but there's so many inspirations comes inside of the film, this emotional scenes. He's missing his parents, he's dreaming them, he thinks like he's going with them together, jumping the car, and he leaves the town. These scenes are actually coming from the real feelings too. He still lives in this village town. He wanted to be part of the project so much. I was not sure at the beginning how it will be, because the uncle character, the uncle Numan Çakır, his name, he lives in Istanbul. He's a known actor. When I asked him, I was not sure, like, how can I bring my own cousin and the amateur actor and professional actor together? It's worked very nice. I'm very happy because everything was very surprise for me. I just asked it and it just came out like it surprised me too. I just learned filmmaking by making this movie, I think.
And you never know if it'll work out unless you ask, right?
Yeah.
If you ask the people that you want to be part of it, and that's great that it all came together. So did the actors, have they seen the film yet?
Yes.
What was that like?
We couldn't make our Turkish premiere yet. We didn't watch it all together. There was no crew premiere yet, but they watched it separately. Burak wants to make more movies. He is very excited. He started to say that, oh, I could make like this, I could make like this. He started to comment about himself. Our actor is so proud. He said always, like, I was knowing from the beginning that it will be very beautiful. Yeah, it's very so many personal and so many special things from me inside of this film. I mean, I wrote the story. It was from true life stories, but in the filmmaking time, as I said, I really learned how to make movies, because I also didn't study film. I was studying tourism management in Turkey, but I was always working in the film set. Yeah, it just happened like this. But I'm so thankful. Our movie is going around of the world. It's going very beautiful film festival like your film festival, and I'm very happy when with my husband we can make one project together, and it can be shown in other countries. It's very important for us.
I agree, and I'm happy that it is being seen around the world. I mean, it's such a unique film, and it's unique among our program too. There's nothing like it, in our festival this year, and it was important for us to have something like that. That story that's so unique from this unique part of the world, and now hearing about how personal it was for you, and how meaningful, and for everyone involved. And so those are the films that deserve to be shared and to be seen. So yeah, we're happy to have it. And I'm just impressed that you just learned as you went. You just decided you're going to do it, and that's how I'm going to learn to make a film. And what was your favorite part about making the feature film?
Mm-hmm. At the beginning, I was afraid of the script written form, how it will become as in reality as a character, because I'm writing with one emotion, but I was not sure how it will look like. It will be emotional or it will be trustful. I was really focusing on this. I think I really like it written form coming out as an acting and with the emotion meeting together. And I'm very happy it met with the very beautiful cinematography. It was really explaining everything. Location is very lonely, very poor already. This is the life form of the village town. And as a cinematographer, he found the really beautiful locations, and it was matching together like without so many words, with the picture, we can explain the scene here. And our actor was agreeing, like without so many dialogues, with the picture, with the emotion explains, it was also totally okay for him. He just gave his emotions also in the scenes. It was working very well. Do you like to say something there?
Well, for me as a cinematographer, of course, the locations were great over there because in Germany we don't have this kind of desert. And this poor looking, it looks a little bit like poverty is coming there. Everything's a little bit shabby, but of course people are full of pride. And for me, it's beautiful locations to go there, and the lighting is beautiful, and you can do a lot of there. And it's different from where I'm from. That's why it's maybe a little bit easier to work there. And yeah, it was really nice time with the people, very friendly over there. Yeah, it was really good.
How long did you film, and how long was the post-filming process?
Oh, wow. Yes. This is, as a new filmmaker, I also learned it myself, the experience. The making movie take around 17 days. It's like
shooting days.
Shooting days.
A little bit preparation, 2 weeks preparation,
yes.
Coming there, looking locations.
But finishing movie took 1 year. Yeah, it was really, I was thinking post-production will be shorter than the shooting. I was thinking like this, but then music came inside of the...
Well, the editing process, she was very quick because she was editing herself. It's a very practical thing because she's coming from editing. She did other projects before, so she has a good mind by editing, and she doesn't have to work with an editor, and this is mostly a long-term problem. But it was quickly the editing, but the real post, like the grading, the sound design, and the music, we had some trouble, but we found a very nice musician, an Israeli, coming from Israel, living in Berlin, who helped us, the Shaul, and it was beautiful music he made after our ideas. And yeah, it took over a year to finish the project. Yeah. It's low budget. Like that.
Did you feel like you could have kept editing and working on it for a long time, or did you feel like, okay, this is, we've met the best point that we can?
Actually, music part took very long time, and I was really sure if music is not fitting, I can never done this. That's why I was so lucky that Israeli musician Charles Buston, he watched the film. My lucky side was he watched. He said, I like the movie very much. I feel the same emotion. I want to make music. I mean, it's very good sport for him. Oh, he has a feelings for this. Let's do this. Then he started to play the music. It was very beautiful. Yeah. I'm really so lucky. I found in this my first project, I got the right contact, right people, and right sports. And right now, I'm so excited. If I make a next project, how can I be that lucky, or how can I organize everything again?
And of course, you never finish a movie. You have to finish at one point and say, okay, it's finished. Now, for me, the pictures, I can always change around something if I have the possibilities. She had a rough cut from 220 minutes, 120 minutes, 120 minutes.
25.
And then she went down to 105 minutes. It was a good thing, I guess. And it was pretty clear that we want to have this kind of range to let the movie breathe and not to make it too 90 minutes style. And it was a good idea, I think. Yeah, but I think in the movie it's never finished, kind of. It's always like you watch it again and, I want to change this one, but you have to let go, of course. And yeah, at one point, everybody's seeing it.
Absolutely.
And nobody cares about the little details anymore.
But you see all those little details, and I can imagine seeing those. But I agree, the length feels good to let some of those moments sit with the audience, and stretch out a little bit and feel the emotion of what's going on with the characters. And so that was a good decision. I'm curious, go ahead.
We have to say that that a lot of people are saying that the movie is a slow pacing film, but I don't see as a criticism. But we have some kind of two parties saying that one people say, this movie is awesome because it has some length. And we didn't have the chance until now to watch it in cinema so often because, we had this virus shutting down everything. But on 3 occasions, we watched it on the big screen, and it was much more intense for us, even as filmmakers, instead of watching it on the laptop. And that's why we hope to get a distribution. Let's see, in America or in Germany, we have one distribution, and when the cinemas open again. Yeah, that was something like there are two different kind of people, and the other one says, oh, it's too slow and we want this Netflix style. And everything happens quickly and fast.
Yeah. You can't please everybody, unfortunately.
No, we can't.
I think it was a mix of both. I mean, I think there were those slow moments, but that was on for a reason, and that, you know, that incorporated well, but I didn't feel like it was too slow, you know, overall. So my 2 cents.
And this is the one thing I can never change, the speed. Actually, I can make faster everything, but it was already when I'm writing the script, I wanted to always put inside of the scenes that I want to give the village town time, how pacing there. Village town time is not pacing, and I had to put this inside of the movie to give people, this is the world.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
And also the cultural thing. I mean, this is a slow pacing world over there in this this part of the world. And the people, the culture, the traditions, the religion, everything is more slow over there. And yeah, it's something we want to show in the movie, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it was almost another character in the film was the town, and showing how that played a part in these characters' lives.
Yeah.
I'm curious what you hope people take away from watching the film, or how, you know, what maybe they'll feel or what they'll think about.
Mm-hmm. I wrote this movie with the feelings that we have a characters inside. In our modern world, I just wanted to concentrate on simple people, simple life stories. I started to recognize when I started to live in another country. I live in Germany right now. It's a different life form. In my country, different life form. Before, it was very normal to me, but I started to recognize each country has their own culture, their own rules. But in my country, we are living a little bit more presented about religion way or about family side. That's why I want to put this inside. Still in our modern world, there are some people can have that kind of life. But as I don't give a spoiler, but at the end of the movie, that finishing with the hope. So doesn't matter what happens in your life. I just wanted to push people for the good ending. So you have to create your own lifestyle. This is, I can say.
What about you, Chris? Anything you want folks to take away from it?
Yeah, I think it's for me. It was in the shooting time already, because I'm married to a Turkish wife, woman. That is a complete different culture from American side too, and this not the Middle East. It's not the Far East. It's half Europe, because if you're going to Turkey, some parts are a little more European style. In Antalya, there are a lot of German tourists, and a little bit outside of the town, it's really rural. So it's nice, I think, for the people to see another culture that is not too far away. It is not like Iran, where it's nearby, but it's not so much. It's still a little bit Western, but it's still Islamic. Some kind of mixture. It's very, very exciting, I think, for people to see this and to have this kind of little bit Eastern culture.
Yes, I agree. And yeah, I'm excited that we have this story to share with our audience, because it is so unique, and it is this, like we said, a very unique part of the world that maybe folks don't know about, like you're saying. And so I think it's important to share about that, especially with the actor that lives there. You know, you can, like, he's telling the story of where he lives, and that's so authentic, and you don't see that in every movie. So I think it's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Was there anything else you want to mention? Oh, I know that. So you say you're going to try and get distribution deal in the festivals, or the film's still playing in festivals around the world?
Yeah. We have until next year. I think we have some festivals. Let's see. It was kind of 80. We are so surprised about this in Germany. We had a premiere too, and we won some nice awards. It was really a good time for us, especially even with this kind of sitting around and not meeting people in real. We would love to come to everywhere and meet everybody, people, and talk about the movie in real. But yeah, let's see what happens then next year.
And as I am a new filmmaker, I would like to say, who watched the movie, who has some ideas, or who has some comments to share with me, please just contact or write. I'm so open to improve myself or understand or try to share the all comments. So I will be just happy when people are watching this and sharing their emotions or any comments with me.
We'll make sure to include whatever, website or contact information we have, not your personal email necessarily, but we'll make sure people have information about the film and ways to reach you. Are you already thinking about a new project?
Yes, I'm also writing very soon, finishing one script. We already started to look at locations. I want to make one more dramatic drama, little bit mystery I want to add inside. I'm working on it. This project was 125 minutes when I edited. Right now I try to make it like 90 minutes I try to write and 90 minutes I try to get out of it. I am working. I'm so excited, and I'm really excited for the next journey also, like how it will happen. That was a luck, or are we really doing this?
And we're right now also, as I said, in Antalya, in the town of Turkey, in the city of Turkey here. And last time we were going to this desert, and this time we're going more to the mountains because they are nearby. So it's just not 30 minutes this direction, it's 30 minutes this direction. And so we have total other locations there nearby, and support from another friends over there. I think it will be very nice, and we can handle this ourselves again. Let's see. So we don't have to fight with any producers.
And maybe
wow.
maybe I can just add, sometimes people are asking how many % of the movie is real story, like they are wondering how much real, how much is not real. Maybe I can just put on it 70-80% from real life stories, even the dialogues. And because this we have a kidney selling stuff, black market stuff inside of the film. It was happening. I saw it in the newspapers. Someone sold the kidney for buying something. It's made me very sad. That's why I wanted to put this inside of the film. And rest of it, Burak lives in this village town. Burak still lives in this village town, and he's one of the 100% real character with his grandmother and the father. So in his life also inside of it. And I try to put inside 2 different female characters. One is from village town, young girl. One is another female character. She is visiting Burak. She's buying the pomegranates, and she is going. I wanted to show one village life living side and one modern woman that I wanted to show inside of the film. And even the dialogue, sometimes villager peoples are not trusting the city people. And these things, dialogues was happening. My grandparents' neighbors are there, always talking that kind of dialogues that I wanted to add inside of it because it was interesting for me. It was real and interesting to me.
Yeah, I mean, showing the different ways that folks interact and the norms that they have and how they might be different, even though they live nearby. I mean, that's an interesting aspect of the film for sure. And so interesting that you can just go 30 minutes another direction and have a completely different type of scenery and landscape.
It's for me, it's surprising too. We have the beach like in 10 minutes from here to walk from. We're right now in the mother's place of her, where we're living for when we're here, and it's really like through the city. On the other time, we can see the snow on the mountains. It's beautiful, and I think you can even go skiing when they have skiing possibilities. So it's you can have both of this, and it's perfect. Swimming has a desert, and everything is nearby. It's really good for filmmaking, I think. I heard Guy Ritchie is shooting here right now.
Oh, really? Wow.
He's shooting his new movie here.
Oh, interesting. Well, yeah, with all those options, that's amazing to have just in one place to do that.
And it's kind of inexpensive too, because it's
economic reasons.
Yes, economic reasons. And if you haven't got COVID now, it would be much easier, of course. So this is one thing we have to take in consideration. But I think it will work out.
Wonderful. Well, please keep us updated on your next project and what happens with Toprak. We hope that it gets a lot of success and that your next project is as fulfilling as this one was for you. And we look forward to hearing more about it.
And thank you very much for including us in your film festival. As a new filmmaker, thank you very much for supporting new filmmakers. It's very important and very nice of you. It's a very big honor for us being part of your family.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's an honor for us too. I mean, for you to share your stories with us. So we're just happy to be able to share it with our audience. So we know they'll love it, and yeah, we'll keep in touch and see what happens with your next project. And we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.